Good evening, ladies and gentlecocks, and welcome back to the East Auckland Fantasy League podcast with me, your host, Sam. And it's a beautiful, cold August night here in Wellington. It's been a rampant couple of weeks for me, and it's nice to get back into some familiar territory talking football. I'm here with, of course, my co-commissioner and good enemy, Kane Weber. Kane?
Enemy? What?
Well, like good fantasy enemy.
Oh, true. We're also joined by the 2022 and the 2013 East Auckland Fantasy League winner, Michael Nutsford.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Hey.
Nice to see you in video format.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, as you're the first guest on this new stepped up version of the podcast, aren't you? Isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, nice to have as a listener and viewer. How have you felt about the improved experience, the moving into the next generation of podcasting for us here at EAFL?
I've liked it. It's been although I guess last year you could kind of listen to this podcast in the car, which is kind of where I work, was quite convenient, but it's also nice to just sit down and just watch you guys in person.
Even though
this is the third pod now, right?
This will be the third one, I believe. Yeah.
There's been a few kinks, but I think you'll figure it out as you go along, and it'll just get better and better.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You can still download these episodes on SoundCloud, so you can still. I don't know I think you can download them. I'm not actually sure. You can definitely listen to them on SoundCloud, so you can still, follow along with SoundCloud to jam. But yes, if you like the video.
Do we know who's listening to this?
I'm pretty sure it's just our league. I'm pretty sure.
Half league listening is a quarter of the league.
I think we normally get about. I can look at the numbers, but from memory, it's been about 10 plays per episode. So I don't know if that's
I do listen to it 4 times myself, but
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Those are rookie numbers. You got to bump those numbers up.
Let's get some clicks. Let's say provocative stuff.
Well, technically, the tracks are public, so anybody can find them if they happen to stumble across them. I have tagged them with NFL and fantasy football, so if anyone stumbles across them, they can absolutely listen to us.
Cool.
In fact, I'll tell you what, the last podcast, so the first one we did actually for this season, which was July 1st, has had 1 play so far.
Nice.
Yeah. Oops. Interesting. Sorry, the video disappeared for a second, but we're back. Sorry if you're watching. We are back live with the fellas and talking some fantasy football. Kane, Michael, thank you so much for joining us on another beautiful fantasy football chat.
So what's topic number 1?
Oh, I thought you had the list.
Okay, so the topic number 1 is draft day. Let's get that over and done with.
Yeah, so obviously draft day has, we've had a request from a member to change our draft date. I have posted it in the group already, so hopefully most of you have seen it. I know a few of you have already. Thank you very much for your responses. So the current draft date is set for September 1st, 5:30 p.m. New Zealand time. We're looking to bring that forward because one of our members is going through, well, a whole bunch of moving around. He's called Mr. Worldwide for a reason. And Tim is going to be in Cameroon on the current proposed draft date, having just flown in from New York, and will be potentially, we don't know if he's going to have Wi-Fi, he'll be jet lagged, he's apparently being picked up by his girlfriend's parents. There's a whole story behind it that Tim will need to come on and tell at some point himself.
So the new proposed draft dates, August 27th, August 28th, August 24th, all at the same time, 5:30 New Zealand.
Yep, same time, just on a different date.
I mean, just so out of us boys, can any of you make any of those, or any of those preferable for you?
I think I clicked attending on the Sunday, the 24th. I was thinking because I saw the post and I was like, can we just pull it forward 24 hours on the Sunday? Because if we push it back 24 hours, that'd be trickier. But I guess if he's traveling, then it won't matter.
Yeah, so, I think that's the problem. Like, he's flying from New York to Cameroon during that period of time.
Yeah, ideally with the shorter notice now, the Sunday would be quite ideal, I think. It
Yeah,
becomes a bit trickier with midweek dates,
yeah,
as
and
well with other
it's
time zones for everyone, I guess.
yeah,
It's
we're
early in the morning
hoping.
on a work day or late at night on a work day.
Yeah, we're hoping that this Sunday can work for everybody. Obviously, it is. Well, it's still technically after week 3 of the preseason has finished, but it's not before the final roster cuts are done. So it'll be interesting to see what the keeper value is going to look like at that time. But
Well,
yeah,
it shouldn't matter too
keeper values have changed a little bit. We'll get into that shortly. But yeah, I've set those dates around Tim's flights because yeah, he flies from Auckland to New York, spends a few days in New York, and then flies from New York to Cameroon. So these times work in around the flights where he doesn't have to be at the airport drafting while he's trying to get on a plane, which doesn't sound like a fun time.
fair enough.
I mean, drafting anywhere sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, but if you're trying to draft and trying to get on a plane at the same time, then you're gonna miss out on the guys you want. Like, imagine if Saquon Barkley goes on the block and it's getting up to 60, 65, and you're going for him, and all of a sudden that plane takes off and you lose service.
Can
That's
you
a bad
imagine
example.
if the pilot was a fantasy football player and he completely understand Tim's predicament? He's just like, hold on, guys, we just got to delay the flight by half an hour. My boy, God get his man. Jamar Chase some companions and friends.
Well, I can tell
Barkley will be
you,
kept though, won't
Barkley might be kept. I can tell you, Jamar Chase won't be an issue because I'm fairly certain Tim might keep Jamar Chase.
he? Yeah, fair enough. As he should.
Well,
I mean, that's the best value you're going to get him anywhere.
Well, I mean, he's a consensus number 1 overall pick in pretty much any draft format, and I think regardless of what his cost is, if you have the opportunity to keep the number 1 asset in fantasy football, I think you do it.
And they got no defense this year, so they're just going to have to outscore teams.
They have no defense. Joe Burrow's still throwing the ball. He's had a healthy offseason. I think Jamar Chase has a very high chance, the highest chance of anyone, and I think everyone agrees, on being the number 1 wide receiver, if not the number 1 scoring player in fantasy this year.
No comment.
Are you going to keep Higgins?
Am I going to keep Higgins? I haven't decided yet. Higgins might be a little bit expensive for me to keep, depending on how the rest of my roster shapes out.
Expensive for a wide receiver too, eh?
Well, I mean, when he's on the field, he scores at wide receiver 1 potential, but he's not always on the field. So that's kind of, that's where my thinking comes in there.
Got a big contract last year.
He did. Yeah, him and Jamar both got paid. And so the Bengals have all their money tied up in offense, which is awesome for them.
Speaking of keeper values,
yeah, Michael.
you said that they will be released at the end of week 2. Will that be like the Monday or the Tuesday night? Basically, would it be in about a week?
It would be more or less in a week from today that we will release the keeper values. So the keeper values have been kind of interesting. I've been keeping an eye on them because they have adjusted, some of them quite significantly. So I haven't looked at anybody's keepers. I don't know anyone's strategies, but the keeper values have been changing, and I've been updating them as preseason has gone on. And I am expecting them to change one more time after week 2. So we'll release them after week 2, and we'll make a decision as to whether we freeze the value. I think we'll freeze the values when we release them. So if week 3 changes anything, then we won't get those changes.
Tough.
That's how it is.
But it could be beneficial for you, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, some players have moved down, $5 to $10 in value. Some players have moved up $5 to $10 in value. It's been quite, I haven't paid attention as to who exactly. I can't remember. But when I updated the values last night, it was interesting to see.
It's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, so yes, 7 days from now, Tuesday would be the 19th of August, New Zealand time. Keeper values will be released, and everyone will have minimum 5 days to make their decision on who they keep for the 2025 season. I think we can go through and look at everyone's rosters from last year, so we at least know who is on each other's teams, and we can start making, those judgments of who we might think other players might keep.
I think Nutsford, you have a pretty hard decision to make out of everyone this year.
Why? I have 5 good options. 4 of them are more realistic.
Eggs Benny is what I would say.
Eggs Benny.
Yeah, expensive.
Oh, right. I'm like,
What-
why are you talking about breakfast right now?
Yeah,
Eggs
why
Benny,
I,
Eggs Benty.
you're telling me you know how expensive my keepers will be, but I don't
Well,
have
I'm just
access to the
predicting
numbers
they're
yet?
going to
What are you
be
on about?
because what Neighbours and Brian Thomas are probably both top 15 wide receivers. Not going to be cheap.
Your mum's not cheap.
I mean,
It's true.
I,
She's a
I,
high class
I do,
woman.
I do like the updated team name, Michael. Jeffrey Upside. Not bad from you. Not bad. But yeah, I mean, you do have
Like
some.
young.
Oh, there you go. I guess you've got, Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas. So yeah, you do like him young.
Trey
apparently.
McBride's pretty old, but we'll still bring him in.
He's pretty odd, isn't he? Like
Yeah.
a fourth-year player this year.
Yeah, maybe. Young enough.
Yeah, he's like 27.
It's
I
all
mean,
the upside.
He's up there as far as tight ends go, though. I mean, again, like he's another guy like to have one of the top tight end assets in the league, like top 3, pretty much consensus tight end. It's a tough offer to pass up.
Yeah, or I keep Cooks instead of Neighbours. It all depends on the money and the values and the whatnot.
And yeah, and how much you'll have left over come draft time, because yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you say, you've got Henry and Cook as running backs, Neighbours and Thomas as wide receivers, McBride, even Devontae Smith arguably as a wide receiver option as well. So you've got some very good options. And if you like Bo Nix, and if Bo Nix is cheap enough, if you think he's going to be a top 10 quarterback for a couple bucks, then hey,
Yeah, if he's cheap.
if he's cheap, that's the question, right? That's the question: is he cheap?
Everyone at a value.
Who are you keeping, Kane? Chuba?
Keeping Chuba, keeping Chase
Lamar?
Brown.
Yeah, Lamar.
And then, yeah, the third
Uh-huh.
one is out of Lamar, maybe Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And Sam.
Again, it's got to do with the values.
Yeah, Kane. I mean, I'm looking at your team now. Yeah, Kenneth. Not Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker is, yeah, so yeah. Probably the 2 running backs and, yeah, like the third one up for debate.
Something
So
tells
Sam,
me.
I think I can guess your keepers.
Oh yeah, you can guess my keepers, eh? Go on.
Yeah. You're keeping Hurts.
Where am I? Here
And then
I
you're
am.
keeping Marvin Harrison Jr. and then you're keeping Kyron Williams.
Oh, that's a very bold prediction from you, Michael. I don't. Look, I'm in the similar position to you where I do have options. I do have Kyron Williams, I do have Marvin Harrison, I do have T. Higgins, George Pickens, depending on how cheap he is and how much you like, the Dallas wide receiver 2 situation.
I wouldn't have thought that, no. So I would have thought Sam will go wide receiver heavy here. Like Pearsall, Pickens, Higgins.
Ricky Pearsall is a really interesting one for me because, yeah, he was a rookie last year. He was a first-round pick last year. He didn't play until halfway through the season because he got shot, but he's the only guy standing in San Francisco right now. Brandon Ayuk's not coming back. Juwan Jennings has pulled something, I think a groin. And it's George Kittle, and then whichever wide receiver they have on their roster that Brock Purdy's going to throw to. Also Christian McCaffrey, but who knows how long he'll last.
Yeah, you can go a number of different ways here, Sam.
I could.
Decisions.
You're right. You're right there, Kane. Sam, you shouldn't keep Hurts. Let him go.
Yeah, Hurts will be an interesting because he's someone who could be, again, a top 5 quarterback. But how much is he going to cost? Again, like what's the value in a top 5 quarterback as opposed to getting, he's probably the safest player because he's a quarterback and he's going to score rushing touchdowns. But yeah, is it worth the opportunity cost of a better pick at a position of need?
This is an exercise I've done like most years playing fantasy football, just going through like who people are going to keep. And I've written them down every single time, and I'm normally like 60% right.
60% of the time, it works every time.
60% of the time it works every time. Yeah, so 40% of the time, like, just something blindsides me. But that's good, though, because then you're like, oh, that guy's available.
Yeah, true. Michael, is this something you do in your fantasy draft preparation and strategy? Do you try and predict other teams' keepers?
No, I don't.
What is
I just draft out, or no, I print out rankings from somebody last minute, and then I just write the keepers in and just cross them out and say he's gone, not an option.
And then otherwise you're going on a whim and a prayer.
Just my previous championship knowledge. Why study like Kane does? It's just a waste of time.
I just want to have a general idea of who might be there.
Oh dear,
he says.
The debate, the strategies, the banter. To be fair, I mean, Kane does spend a lot of time, but he has won, 2 of the last 3? So maybe a bit of extra time and effort pays off.
Doesn't count.
Do what Nick does. Just draft on vibes.
Draft on vibes. Yeah, exactly. I'm the same as you, Michael. I have a printout of depth charts and one of a rankings, and I cross players out, and I hope for the best.
Well, depth charts it's more advanced than what I do.
Oh, well, there you go. I take one step further. I've definitely been creating like a list in my head of players that I think could go really well, but the key is like every draft, like you can always draft top heavy and who's going to really succeed, but the key is finding the players like Kane did last year in Chuba and Chase Brown, who you drafted them both for what, $6 collectively or something.
Yep.
And ended up being both running back ones, and now coming into this season are predicted to do very well. So finding guys that outplay their draft cost, their draft position, while still hitting on the guys at the top as well. Because you know what they say, you won't win the league in your draft, but you can lose it in the draft.
For sure. I mean, I feel like last year Dallas got very lucky though. If any of his top team kind of like fell out, he had a little bit of depth. He didn't have a lot of depth, but he was just lucky that all his players were really good and all stayed healthy.
I'm just trying to find Dallas's team so we can have a look at it. Where have you gone? Here he is, just in time. So, yeah, I mean, he got
lucky for $1 at the end of the draft just because of the name.
and that's what I mean. Like Bucky Irving, who ended up, where did he end up last year? What was his rank?
He was top 15.
Yeah, it doesn't have his ranking on the when I click on his player profile, unfortunately. But I mean, 220 points, 8 touchdowns, 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns, and another 47 catches and 390 yards through the air for a $1 pick. That's exactly what you want. But then, like you say, it's when guys like Justin Jefferson perform as they're supposed to. Joe Burrow performs as he's supposed to. Joe Mixon was a really surprising, he was one of the top running backs until he got hurt halfway through the season. Terry McLaurin had his career season. James Conner, Mr. Reliable.
Hey, don't skip over the defense.
What, the Eagles?
The defense.
The Eagles defense performing admirably.
Not the first half of the year.
Shut the fuck up.
Shots have been fired here on the podcast. Oof.
I bet Seattle's going to have a better defense.
Hey, let's keep this PG. Let's get this PG, boys. You can attack, that's fine, but keep the language fair.
Sorry.
Let's keep the mothers out of this, Nutsford.
My apologies.
It's unnecessary.
It's okay. Apology accepted. This isn't actually a kids show at all. I don't label this as for kids on YouTube, so you can say what you want. We're all adults here.
Ooh. Leanne Weber is a saint, you hear me? A saint!
And now we've devolved back to 2008 when we're yelling Anchorman quotes at each other.
All right. Okay, next on the agenda, let's dive into the next poll we're going to post. Should we be forced to start players? Thoughts, Nutsford?
I only care when the person that I want to be starting players to win can't do it, and then I'm bothered by it, but otherwise I don't care. Like, I'm
So
just in the middle. I don't.
But when it favors
I can't-
me, I care. But when it doesn't, I don't
Yeah.
care.
So the same as you, pretty much.
I mean, in fairness, yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah, this goes back to, I think we had a couple of situations last year where I think there were 2 weeks from memory where a team had, everyone was either injured or on bye, and they
I
essentially,
think Sharma was one of those teams.
and I think Tim was one of them as well.
And to their credit, they did start players.
Well, and that's it. And like, I think that's, it is a general, I think we had this discussion a long time ago. But yeah, there's
I
this,
think you had it on one of the pods.
Because-
one of the first two pods.
because there's two, when I say, I mean, I'm talking years ago, I think we had this issue
Yeah,
pop
it's been
up.
a long time discussion.
But we never really made a full like rule in the Constitution about it. But I think there's two angles to look at it from this, right? The number one is your entire team is on a bye, and you have to start dropping players in order to just fill your roster. And the other one is the tactical. Don't start a defense because you're up by 3 points with your defense playing on a Monday night, and by not playing a defense, you're not going to lose points. Therefore, it's a strategic move
That's
to
fine.
win.
I reckon not starting a defense is totally fine.
Well, the argument is you don't show up to a competitive game with less players.
No, but I agree with Michael because doing that is a competitive move. It's a strategic decision to not
Yeah, it's like I
play
kicked
the
your ass,
defense.
and now I'm going to make sure I win by not accidentally starting the wrong defense and getting -2 and losing.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a rare situation. The other side of that is you kind of still want to score points to try and get a better points for.
Well, and that's exactly it. That's a risk you're taking. That's why, like, it is still a decision. It's still it's a strategic decision, one way or the other, as opposed to not starting a lineup and gifting somebody a win, especially if it's towards the end of the season where, where playoff seeding and whatnot matters. So I think that's for me. I'm gonna put my thought out here as commissioner. What I think should be a rule in the Constitution per se is, and lineup needs to be set every week. You have to have players in your lineup. You have to have a full starting lineup before the week starts. However, dropping a player after the week starts, and i.e. a defense to not lose points, is totally allowable.
It's going to be a really rare occurrence because unless you have a Monday night defense, you can't do that.
Oh, it definitely is rare, but fucking Nini did it to me last year.
You're true.
Nini did it to me.
Once in a blue moon.
He was up by like 2 points or 1 point, and he dropped his defense so that he couldn't lose.
Commendable. Bravo.
I can't remember. I'm going to see if I can find that, actually. I'm going to see if I can find that game, because I can't remember if it mattered. But
Was that his first win of the season too? Because I don't think he won on it.
It fucking was. That's right. It was either his first or second of the season. I'm pretty sure it was against me. I'm going to have to go back and... Can I view schedules or... I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, that's what we need to talk about. Schedules.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Yep. Wonder if... Okay. You guys talk about schedule, and I'm going to look and see if I can find...
I'm on to it, Nutsford, okay? I've asked
Lead us into
ChatGPT to bring me up a schedule for the season, and we're not going to play the same people twice that we have for the past 13 years.
Correct.
And it will rotate
think-
every single year.
Correct.
And
So
I'll just
whatever
keep-
the season is this year,
Yeah.
it won't come back around for another 14 years,
13 years, yeah.
13 years.
That would be the idea.
Well,
yes.
yeah, I guess, yeah. But yeah,
Even though I
can
do
I
enjoy
can help
playing
you
Jason
out.
twice a year.
I can help you out by finding the 2 seasons that you look at to figure out who we have all played twice in the last decade. Because I'm pretty sure we've only played 2 different people each. If you know what I mean, like you have played 2 different people twice every year for the past 10 or so years.
Actually, when did it change? Because I've thought I've always just versed Jason twice.
It must have been like 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay.
Because I remember I used to play Sharma twice a year, and now I've been recently playing Tim twice a year.
I must have just stuck with Jason then, and it's been fantastic.
Collusion.
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 Well, he was the commissioner,
It's
so blame him. He was the one that decided to play me.
He was picking on you or making it harder for himself.
But we will do that. Yes, I will come up with an awesome schedule for everyone.
Nice. You've got a week.
Would you like to play me twice this year?
I'll take it on the chin. With you on the chin.
Right, what I can tell you is...
it will be random, guys. Don't worry.
Actually, I want to go there, don't I? Do I want to go there? No. Where's... oh, that's right, because I'm still in...
What should we talk about?
I found the details that I was looking for. Ben did drop the Ravens defense playing the Chargers. He was up by 2 points going into the Monday night game, which was Ravens-Chargers. He dropped the Ravens defense from a starting lineup, but they still scored 6 points, so it wouldn't have mattered.
I would have kept the Ravens defense in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could just score points, but, you know, he didn't, and he won. I mean, he still would have won if he had started them, but if he had started them, it would have been a different result.
In Rome.
Butterfly effect and all that. So, yeah, just getting back to your point about the schedule. Yeah, between the two of us, we'll definitely. I don't know if it'll be a draw out of a hat or a Chat GPT situation, but yeah, essentially, we will have to. Oh, I've never made a draw before, so maybe we do leave it up to a draw generator to see who will play who twice a year. And how that will rotate, because yes, I do think that is important that we do that. As much as nice as it is to have these rivalries, we also don't have divisions, so you know, same rivalries.
Well, that was it probably then, Nutsford. When we got rid of the divisions, that's probably when it changed.
Yeah, actually, it's a good point. That was a long time ago.
Everyone obviously wants to beat Kane, so that rivalry will never die.
Yeah. If you could get back to me of who's played each other twice, that would be useful information I can put in Chat GPT.
That can be my contribution. I'll give you 2 years to go off just to make it easier.
Sounds good.
Shouldn't that be our job as commissioners to do that? Oh no, actually no, Michael.
I got time.
Michael, that's great.
It'll take me 5 minutes and then 30 seconds to message Kane.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, I'll leave that in your capable hands then. That'll be fun. Look at that.
Should I just do it right now?
Yes.
Go on.
If
next agenda.
If you think you can multitask and get after it,
it's practice.
You're going to see who you've played for the last, who you played twice for the last few years, eh? Seeing previous year's schedules through the desktop app is a little on the difficult side, but I'm also not spending too much time looking for it.
So going back to should we start a player, it kind of seems consensus among all of us that no one really cares.
At the end of the day, yes, which is why I'm going to put forward that motion, as I said, to must field a starting lineup, but in week changes and week drops are totally fine as strategic decisions.
Yeah, you got to be active.
Yes.
Be active, but strategically you can not start a player.
Exactly. The last thing we want to do is gift somebody a win because you didn't want to drop your bench players, or you just didn't drop your bench players. And I guess that the caveat as well that where that goes, especially with this business with Mr. Worldwide not being available, if you think you're not going to be able to set a lineup because you're in a position where you're away from internet for 4 days, 5 days in between Monday night and Thursday night, which I don't think in this day and age anybody is. But if you are, let us as commissioners know beforehand so that we can make we can assist
help a brother
you.
out.
Yeah, we can assist you if we need to, which we're here to do. We're happy to help.
All right. Did any of you guys watch any of the preseason games?
No.
One half.
I always find by the third quarter I'm just like checked out. Like that's when the third stringers are on and there's just bad offensive line play, no pass rush, soft coverage.
But that's when the camp battles are won. camp battles are won in the second half of preseason games. It's when guys get their shot.
I'll watch the Seahawks to the end, but just everything is more painful at come third quarter.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of NFL preseason. It's just it's good that there's only 3 weeks now. I do appreciate that. Week 4 was always just such a waste of time.
Yeah, it totally was. Some things I find fascinating about preseasons, though, is sometimes you see a name on a different team and you think to yourself, oh, they're still in the league.
Who was that for you this year, Kane?
One of them was Mitch Trubisky. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. He's still the backup at Buffalo.
Oh, yeah, no, there you go. I heard that Calais Campbell signed with the Cardinals again.
Yes, Braxton Berrios, he's a wide receiver for the Texans now.
Oh yeah, I thought Calais Campbell had retired. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot he was still playing.
One more round of the Cards.
He's into year 18 or something now? Like he's been around
He's a 39-year-old defensive tackle.
Yeah, and he's still he's not killing it like he used to, but a couple of seasons ago he had a really good season for the Ravens and for the Cardinals. But yeah, who's the oldest active player in the league? Aaron Rodgers is the oldest quarterback.
I was going to say Justin Tucker, but he's not in the league anymore.
Not in the league anymore. No. Justin Tucker's no, we don't talk about him anymore.
It's got to be like a punter. Well, Aaron Rodgers he's probably one of the oldest.
Aaron Rodgers is 40. 41 this year.
Yeah, he's probably the oldest.
Yeah.
Or like one of these kickers.
You know what? I'll go and find that out. Make sure that
the youngest as well. There must be like some 20-year-olds in the NFL.
Oldest. I'll have a look at this. What are your thoughts on preseason, Ken? Did you watch a few games?
I watched most of the first half of 2/3 of the games.
Right. Nice. So you got a fair bit of action in. Any takeaways? Any thoughts?
I like to see like all the rookies coming through, like Cam Ward. How did he look? Cam looked really good. And I wanted to see what Hunter looked like on both sides of the ball in the Jacksonville game.
Oh yeah, and thoughts
on that?
What
was the snap percentage?
What was that?
What was the snap percentage between the two?
So he played the first quarter on offense, and he played the second quarter on defense, and then he didn't play the third quarter.
Right, yeah. Starters getting a rest after the half.
Yeah, he just looked normal, nothing too flashy.
Fair enough, but he's out there doing the thing.
He was out there doing the thing. It was also fun to see Joe Milton given a go in the Dallas quarterback 2 role.
And how good did
After
Joe Milton...
blinder of a game he had last year to not give the Patriots the first round pick.
And the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, that's the one.
How did Joe Milton look in your eyes?
Bad, man. Really bad. He put so much power in the ball and no one could catch any of his balls.
Oh, no. I haven't actually watched a clip of CeeDee Lamb hitting the ref on the sideline.
Oh, no, the ref ran into him.
Okay, so I read that CeeDee Lamb might get fined.
What? He was just
CeeDee Lamb's fault,
like, bro. On the sideline just going, yeah, he caught the ball. And then the ref just goes, bang.
Yeah, but you realize the ref has the space on the sideline to run up and down. Their job is to literally referee the fucking game.
Yeah, so you know who should be...
Not look at the game and be like, oh shit, I'm going to make sure fucking CeeDee Lamb isn't in front of me.
Hey, Kane, please don't interrupt Michael when he's talking. Hey, be nice. But yes,
if you saw the clip, Sam, you would agree that it was CeeDee Lamb's fault.
Yeah, I'm gonna find this clip because I haven't seen it and I feel like I need to. I'm gonna see
Put
if
it
I
on
can...
your screen mirroring.
That's way too much. I guess I could find it.
I
could find it on YouTube actually, couldn't I? What do I want? That one. Okay, we're gonna go youtube.com.
Me and Kane can talk about stuff while you're doing that.
Shouldn't take too long. Do the search.
Are you going to draft anyone on the Titans?
There you go. Ref trucked CeeDee Lamb. Here we go.
CeeDee Lamb lost
no,
all of his...
on it.
No, don't care. That's dumb. Oh, okay. So CeeDee Lamb is in plain clothes. Like, he's not playing. He's in street clothes.
No.
Guys, this happened when official,
right.
and the official ran over
So
CeeDee
that's
Lamb.
very
On
curious.
the sideline, that's where the penalty comes in, and he was...
Okay, you know what? Now that I've seen that clip, I kind of totally agree. CeeDee Lamb's in plain clothes, and he should not be where he's standing. If he was playing, different story. But he's a spectator. He's in street clothes, and he's standing as Kane says. Well, sorry, as Michael says, he was standing in the ref's way.
Yeah, let the referees do their job.
Yep. You know what? I
do it so well.
Totally agree that he was not only he was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I don't know if he should be fined as such, but he definitely should, know better as a longtime veteran of the NFL.
Any excuse to bag any Dallas Cowboy, I'll take it.
Oh, any excuse for the league to earn more money as well.
Dude, Dallas is such a joke of a franchise, eh?
Whoa.
America's team, Kane.
I don't know, like, they're just so unserious with their coaching hire. Like, how they've let the Micah Parsons situation get this bad, I have no idea. Literally one of the best players in the game, and they're not locking him down long term.
Amen.
This is what happens when you have a geriatric running your franchise. Jerry Jones can barely form a sentence these days.
You know what's going to be hilarious? The Eagles are going to trade for him, and everyone's going to be like, another Howie Roseman masterclass.
The Cowboys would never trade him. Would never trade him within the division. It's just
That's what the Giants said with Barkley. No, well, maybe not. Different situation.
Their actual
happened.
Yeah,
that was a free agent deal, not a trade.
Could you imagine if the Eagles got Barkley off the Giants, Parsons off the Cowboys, and Terry McLaurin off the Commanders?
Oh, we don't need Terry McLaurin. I'm okay with not having Terry McLaurin. We'll take
that would be funny.
We'll take Jaden McDaniels in 7 or 8 years. That'll be good.
It's a really interesting situation, right? With the contract extensions with Dak, with CD, and now with Micah. I mean, yeah, they have just dragged their feet. But also, like, there's no way the Cowboys can actually trade him. Like,
no, it's just the classic negotiations: request a trade, use leverage.
Yeah,
this and that.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, like you say, the franchise as a whole has been really interesting. I hope Dak stays healthy this year, because that offense. Well, let me correct myself. The passing offense could be really exciting this year with George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb and a healthy Dak Prescott. It could be.
How bad is the situation, though? Hypothetically, if Dak does go down and they have a backup quarterback and the running backs that they do on offense.
Oh, they definitely ain't running the ball this year. Not with Javonte
Williams. That can go from bad to very fucking worse in a very short amount of time.
Who is their backup quarterback?
Joe Milton.
Ah.
And
see, I have no fucking idea.
I don't know if Cooper Rush is still on the roster.
No, he's the Ravens backup, I think.
Sure. There you go. But
hey, they can always trade for a Browns quarterback.
Oh, one of the injured Browns quarterbacks?
What do you got? You got Gabriel, you got Pickett, Joe Flacco. I guess they got Huntley now as well.
Well, they had to sign Huntley because everyone got hurt. I mean, like Shedeur Sanders played, and the highlights I saw looked kind of good. Joe Flacco is the only fully healthy guy only fully healthy quarterback on that roster right now.
And Shedeur.
Oh yeah, I guess he's healthy enough. He's healthy enough to play. But yeah, it's a fun time.
Browns are more of a joke of a franchise, but funny anyway.
They got so close for a while though. Like, it looked really promising. I think it was they had Baker Mayfield was a quarterback when they beat the Steelers in round 1 of the playoffs a few years ago. You had Baker Mayfield. You had a healthy Nick Chubb. I can't remember who their wide receivers were, but they had some pieces. I think my favorite part of the offseason so far was Myles Garrett going, I want to trade. And then the Browns be like, no, here's all of the money. And then Myles being like, yeah, sweet, thanks.
Yeah.
I was never going to leave anyway, let's be real.
I kind of find it bad that players don't have the ability to leave if they want to. Like, the franchise tag, I think, needs to go. Like, it was a tool to keep quarterbacks around for multiple years. But if a player does not want to be in a city, they should have the ability to run out their contract and sign somewhere else.
Yeah, like I'm not going to pretend I understand NFL contracts and how they work, but I can only imagine it's just not as easy as it all seems. Like between the collective bargaining agreement, the power that the teams have, a player could. I don't know if a player can just end their own contract. Essentially, if you're ending your contract, you're just holding out, and then you're not getting paid, and you're painted in a really bad light.
I'm just saying it's hard for these top players like Myles Garrett to like finish their contract. So say that he signed a 4-year contract, played to the end of his 4 years, and then left for another team. They don't allow that to happen because they'll always franchise tag that player.
Well, yeah, you're right. Actually, the franchise tag. The point of that as well is it does get more and more expensive. I mean, I think a quarterback franchise tag is like 45 million or something these days.
But that's nothing to these owners, right? Because the salary cap keeps going up and up and up and up.
Yeah,
and it's just like another year on top of their contract anyway.
I guess it depends if the owners, want to pretend that they actually want to, field a good football team, because, committing 45 and then 50 and then $60 million to a quarterback. Yes, that cap's going up, but I don't know. It feels like there's a lot of politics and window dressing that goes on with these contracts. I mean, even the way that contracts, either front loaded or back loaded in order to make space for other players and whatnot. A player gets to their second or third year of their contract, and it's like, well, we don't actually have any dead money on it because all the guaranteed money was up front. So technically, you've got a $20 million contract, but we can just cut you and you'll get nothing.
Well, you can do what Howie does and just put void years, like 8 years into the future.
I knew you were going to bring him up, Kane.
He's a genius, man. I love Howie Roseman.
Doing the Lord's work. I love you. Good stuff. I appreciate your Howie Roseman love.
I do not know how you do not have a tattoo of Howie Roseman chewing a fat at the Super Bowl parade.
Howie Roseman.
Well, because he's a man.
I was going to tattoo my Eagles logo.
That is a cool logo.
Super Bowl
Actually,
52, Super Bowl 59.
That reminds me. Hold that thought. I'm going to go get something. I won't be able to hear you for a second.
Okay.
Is it the Rams logo?
They changed
Do
it.
you think that's what he's getting?
Have you invested in their zone this year, Nutsford?
Oh, yeah. There it is.
Yeah. Remember that?
It's the St. Louis Ram.
It is the old St. Louis Ram. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to well, do I have a way to keep it up? Maybe? Kind of? I'm using my electronic drum kit as a... it's not going to stay up the right way. Well, maybe it will. We can do that. Hey,
yes, Kane, I have invested in DAZN Game Pass.
I wonder if it's going to go to Disney next year.
Ooh, NFL
so
on Disney
on,
Plus.
Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Would it be on Disney Plus?
It's going to be a thing, right?
Ooh, would that make Disney Plus more expensive?
Sure.
Or would it just make Game Pass super cheap?
I imagine it would be an add-on for Disney Plus. Right. I would imagine.
Yeah,
I can't imagine you would get it. There might be like a few games included live, like the primetime games. Yeah. But I imagine it would be a case of there'd be an add-on for the Game Plus. How much did your Game Pass cost you there, Michael?
Oh, that's a personal question.
Look,
but it is inexpensive. I can look at it.
I mean, I can find it online. I just don't want to because you know what? I can do that actually.
I think it was $330 for me.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, look it up, Sam, because I want to see if we're getting rinsed over here at DAZN.
Yeah, NFL Game Pass on DAZN is also the question we asked earlier. Oldest active player in the league. It is Aaron Rodgers at 41 years old. Watch the preseason for free. I can watch a preseason for free. Awesome. Season Pro Ultimate is $400 for the season.
Whoa.
So that's
mine's $370.
So you've got Season Pro. So
what does that involve?
Well, I'm looking at the difference now. Okay. So Season Pro, watch every game live and on demand. Get the authentic American broadcast. Watch in full HD. Download to watch on the go and access your subscription in over 200 countries around the world. Stream on 2 devices in one location. With the Season Pro Ultimate, you can multi-view, so watch up to 4 games at a time. HDR and Dolby 5.1 surround sound on Thursday and Sunday night footballs. alternative feeds like Thursday Night Prime Vision with Next Gen Stats, Manningcast, and more. Stream on
the next gen stats. Oh yeah.
Stream on 5 devices in 2 locations, and exclusive ballots for tickets to international games this season. So, I mean, personally, the watching up to 4 NFL
Sponsored by
games at
LMP.
a time. Sponsored by LMP. I don't have an LMP. I just have water.
Don't worry, I have 2 here for you.
Oh, hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
The next gen stat one is pretty cool, but I wouldn't pay like that much for it, you know.
Well, I mean,
Was this on the agenda? How long have we been going for? This would be a mega pod.
Nah, we've been going for about 45 minutes, so we're fine.
Oof.
Yeah, no, we're good. 45 minutes
It's
on
alright.
the dot.
Jason's our only other viewer.
Um,
If you've made it this far into the pod,
Love you, Jason.
put
Miss you,
an
Jason.
eggplant- Put the eggplant emoji on the EAFL group chat.
yeah, or on the YouTube comments as well. I haven't even looked at any
Sure.
of the. Feel free to leave a comment, like and subscribe. That'd be cool.
Because that's how you figure out who's watching this.
Yeah,
Is
exactly.
just tell them to put an emoji.
Yeah, there you go. If you are watching and if you got this far, I like that idea, Michael. If you've got this far, leave a comment, leave an emoji. That'd be great. With the Game Pass, so the Season Pro is $370 and the Season Pro Ultimate is $400. So it's an extra $30. To be fair, the only real benefit for me for that extra $30 is the multi-view, watching 4 games at a time. But then
That's bad because if I can stream it on 2 devices, like I usually have like the Red Zone on one screen and then I'd have the Seahawks game, and that's probably the only time I'd use it.
exactly, so you could have Red Zone on one screen and then a multi-view 4 games on another screen.
Too much. I don't think I could do that.
Or I mean, I've always, well, we've been following fantasy football for a long time. Like I've been following football since 2012. And I don't know, I guess, when you look at the pros, right, the guys who talk about for fantasy and football for a living, like the screen setups that they have with 8 screens at one time and having every game on, like, seems pretty cool. And I'm unemployed at the moment, so Monday mornings I'm looking forward to Monday mornings in September.
This is so great. Like Jason for the first time is going to be like having Sundays off to watch it, which is going to be cool as well.
Nice.
He's in the culture,
In the Bay Area.
Great time to be in the culture.
He handed that letter to Ash and says, "Sorry, I'm unavailable every Sunday from now until February. I'll be watching Red Zone from 10 to 10."
Hey, maybe he can convince, maybe Ash starts watching and finds her new favorite team.
Yeah, the Jets.
What a poor favorite team. I guess they're not the worst team right now to pick as a favorite, but not good.
I think she would just pick the Patriots, to be honest. I reckon.
Yeah, fair. You don't think she'd pick the Niners because they
Oh,
live in
she
San
would.
Francisco?
Hey, Trevion Henderson looked good.
Nah. I think she's more likely to support the Eagles than she is the 49ers.
You reckon?
Yeah, well, she messaged me during the Super Bowl. She was watching the Super Bowl.
Oh, nice.
They were watching the Super Bowl. Of course they were.
True. It was Sunday, and
Anyway, but we digress. What's on the agenda?
we do digress slightly. I don't know if we had... Kane, did you have anything else on the agenda?
We got divisional predictions. We can do that.
All right. We can make that kind of...
Vision.
We can make that kind of... Do you want, like, prediction of orders or just winners, or just discussing division winners?
Oh, there's 8 divisions. We'll do 8 winners of the divisions.
All right, well, let's start in the AFC. Let's start with the AFC West. What do you think about the AFC West right now?
Oh, it's between the Chargers. No, it's Ooh. I think the Broncos.
I can see your brain just, like, ticking over in real time.
I think the Chiefs are on a decline. It's going to be the Broncos this year.
This is a Broncos year. Bo Nix, second-year quarterback, steps up. I would love to say the Chargers, but I know for a fact that the Chargers are going to charge her away the back end of the season somehow.
Yeah, you think with Harbaugh there, they're not going to do that? They got some great coaches in that division: Andy Reid, Harbaugh, Sean Payton, and Pete Carroll.
Yeah, Pete Carroll's washed.
Yeah, but he's like so enthusiastic all the time.
Do you think the Raiders have any chance of competing this season?
Nah, they're a 3-year project.
A 3-year project with Geno Smith at quarterback. How?
Well, he's not going to be the quarterback for 3 years, so they're gonna find something somewhere. But they're laying foundations. Tom Brady's like, he's got a plan.
What, Geno Smith's on what, a 2-year contract?
I think he's a 3-year contract.
Okay, 3-year contract. He's probably not going to play out the 3rd year of the deal. They draft Ashton Genty. You don't really have a wide receiver 1, but you have Brock Bowers, who is as good as a wide receiver 1. The defense is the issue on that team.
Yeah. I think they're still a few pieces away, but the Broncos have a good defense, and Sean Payton's good.
Yep. I can't count out the Chiefs until I see it with my own 2 eyes. So I'm picking the Chiefs. Not by much, by like 2 games. Like it'll be tight between them and the Broncos, but I'll pick the Chiefs.
I'm gonna go with Chiefs as well. Regrettably.
Chiefs will go 13-4. I haven't actually looked at the schedule at all, but I think the Chiefs will go 13-4 and the Broncos will go 12-5. That'll be close.
Yeah,
it's a juicy division.
It'll be a tight division.
It will. I'm gonna look up the Chiefs' schedule for the last few weeks of the season and see, because if it's like Chiefs Broncos week 18, it is Raiders Chiefs. Oh, Chiefs Broncos week 17, and then Raiders Chiefs week 18. So, but that week 17 game could be for the division, I reckon.
That could be for the division.
Yeah.
And then week 18, Pete Carroll is just spoiling the Chiefs players. Which would also be cool, I think.
Pete Carroll will spoil the Chiefs' hope at the number 1 seed in week 18.
I think the Raiders might be spicy division spoilers. Like, as the 4th team in the division, they're not like the Giants or the Jaguars or the Titans or the Browns. They're actually like spicy.
They will be a competitive team and they will make a difference in the division this year, but not enough to, make playoffs.
Correct.
I like that. AFC North. It's been the Ravens division the last few years. The Bengals got close. I really think it's only those 2. I don't think the Steelers are going anywhere this year. I think this is the year the Steelers finally lose. And Mike Tomlin.
They're going below 500 this year.
Yeah, for the first time in it would be the first time in Mike Tomlin's career that he's been sub 500, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I think this is it. I think this is a year they finally. Aaron Rodgers doesn't get it done, and they finally go sub 500.
It's going to be the Ravens. I don't see the Bengals going toe to toe with the Ravens, especially with the defense they have.
Well, exactly. Yeah, Joe Burrow can't put up 50 points every week. He'll try.
Watch him.
Hey, if he's my quarterback, then I want him to put up 50 points every week. That'd be bloody great.
But you're keeping Hurt, so it's fine.
Yeah, I'm keeping Hurt, so yeah, it's absolutely fine.
Are you?
Am I?
Are you?
Am I?
Are you?
Am I? I don't know.
Let me just
Sam,
move so I can see your face. There you go.
There you go.
Are you?
You can use your lie detector skills, Michael. Am I? Am I? I don't know.
You should.
Maybe. I'll keep him.
I'll find out in a week.
You will. I think this is a Ravens division. Like, it's the Bengals are the only ones that could, and I just don't. They, like you say, they don't have a defense. The Ravens still, they have the entire team that they had from last season. Nothing's really changed. So Derrick Henry's still going to be a beast. Lamar Jackson's still going to be a beast, and they still have John Harbaugh as a coach. So, yeah.
That was an easy one.
I think Ravens. AFC East. I mean, it's the Bills division, really. Like, the Patriots will be better this year, but it's Josh Allen. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, the Bills is Super Bowl or bust this year.
Has to be. All bust. Josh Allen's still 2 years into a multi-year contract. Mind you, James Cook is already complaining about his contract.
They've been this close so many times. They have.
Like, they have to go for it.
You think they've had so many heartbreaks to this point, eh?
Dolphins, no. Patriots, no. Jets, definitely not. That's another easy one.
If they have one more heartbreak, they're pretty cooked.
Yeah, true.
Like as
Like
a
it's gonna I mean, like fucking old mate Vrabel coming in for the Patriots is just building a culture,
Yeah, true.
which I
Same
think
with,
will
Jets
be
Aaron Glenn.
similarly emulated to what like the Eagles are trying to do. I just think if they have another disappointment where they get nothing from it, it's going to be bad for them.
They need to at least make the Super Bowl. I mean, yeah, it's Bills and Ravens are the top two teams in the AFC. I think I don't know where the money is, but I would believe that the money is on those two to be in the championship game. But the Bills I think the Bills still need like the playoff seeding and scheduling to fall their way, because if they face the Chiefs or the Ravens in the divisional game, because it was Bills Chiefs in the divisional game last year. Can't remember.
Yes.
No, it's the Ravens.
It was Bills Ravens, yeah,
On the divisional, right? Yeah.
in the divisional round.
Oh yeah, because Mark Andrews dropped the catch.
Well, that was the Ravens losing. Oh no, okay, sorry, no, Bills lost in the championship game. Sorry, so they beat the Ravens in the divisional, then lost to the Chiefs in the championship game. But yeah, it's the Bills need to make the Super Bowl. Like, as a team, as a franchise, as a fan base, they need to.
Oh, there's another easy one. All right, AFC South.
The AFC South is forever the most mediocre. Well, actually, the South divisions in general, the AFC and the NFC South, will forever be the most mediocre divisions overall. Like, I don't know how, after so many years, both South divisions are still just average.
It's so true. Like, you would think that at least a couple of those teams would hire good coaches and be adequate, but no.
Well, I mean, the Texans looked like they were going to be there, and then, I mean, they still won the division last year, but it didn't look good.
I still don't know about the Texans' offensive line, eh?
No one
They got
does.
rid of all of it, and I don't know about their new one.
No, I mean, yeah, they traded Laramie Tunsil. They didn't really draft anyone too highly, from memory.
They got a second round tackle.
Okay. But yeah, like,
So who do you pick?
I'm
Who are
still
you
going
picking,
with
did you say?
Texans.
Texans.
Jags could be a wild card.
The Jags.
Yeah, Liam Cohen looked good last year, and you know some of these offensive coordinators just come in and look really good.
Duval.
Wow.
his press conference was so bad. It was so funny.
And did
That
you
means
see
he's
that
good.
he
You know?
kicked a
You get a bad
70-yard
press
field
conference
goal.
and they're good. Sorry to interrupt you, Kane, but I did it
Same.
intentionally.
The Jaguars, it all comes down to whether Trevor Lawrence can get his shit together and play like the generational prospect that everybody thought he was. Like, that's it.
I think he had bad coaches as well.
I mean, he had Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson was supposed to be a quarterback whisperer, and that didn't go well.
Who did he have before him, or was it after? What's his name?
That was
Urban Meyer.
Urban Myers.
Yeah, that guy. Was that before Doug Peterson?
That was before
Yeah.
Doug Peterson, yes.
Yeah, well, that fucked him.
It seems like such a long time ago now.
And when
It was
was
a
it?
long time ago.
When was Urban Meyer the Jags coach? I feel like that was 2021. Yeah, 2021 season. So,
Could you see the Colts winning the division with Daniel Jones?
nah.
And Titans, no way.
No.
Nah, Titans are still rebuilding. I mean, they had the number 1 overall pick last year. I mean, if any,
I guess I'll go Texans.
if any team could go worst to first this year, like in the division, because there's like, not every year, but most years there's a team that does go worst to first. I think, actually, no, to be fair, the 49ers are probably the team that will be able to do that in the NFC West, or the Titans,
No
because
way. I am not high on the 49ers this year at all.
I mean,
Bias. As
There's
you're about
my
to find out with when we make our own NFC division winners.
he is a homer, you know this. But But
We all
no, I think of any team, like the AFC South is so mediocre overall. CJ Stroud showed us that, maybe he's not what everyone thought he was in his rookie year. If Cam Ward is a good number one pick and they get the running game going and they could string together some wins, they can beat the teams in the AFC South easily, and they could probably come out as a 9-8, 10-7 division winner. I think if anyone can go worst to first in the NFL, it's probably the Titans, but it's not because the Titans are good, it's because everyone else is bad.
Yeah,
You're an
10 and
excellent-
10 and 7 is a stretch, but 9 and 8 is a bit more viable.
Yep, absolutely. Titans could absolutely be like they could go like 4-2 in the division and be a 9-8 division winner. It would be sad, but it would be AFC South football. That being said, I am going to pick. That's a tough one. I'm actually going to pick the Jaguars.
Texans.
Yeah, I'm going with the Texans.
All right. Let's move to the NFC then. We started with the West and the AFC, so we'll start with the West and the NFC. NFC West. Rams won it last year at, I think was it 12 and was it 10 and 12 and 5? Yeah, 12 and 5, 10. I think it was 12 and 5. They won the division. And everyone looks, the Seahawks and the Niners look very different. The Cardinals don't really look different at all, and the Rams, neither do the Rams, except for Devontae Adams, but otherwise. I think this is going to be a tough division to pick. It's always been a brutal division, but it's going to be tougher to pick this year.
I think the Niners lost a lot of talent, didn't replace it, and I think the Seahawks will have it over the Rams this year.
The Niners just have an easy schedule though, so it's totally plausible that they could still. I can see anyone winning that division except for the Cardinals.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. The Niners still they still have some of their good pieces on defense, and they still have Kyle Shanahan. So, they've always been a contender. They absolutely could be. I think the Rams, the Rams also have Sean McVay and can always be a contender. I think even if Stafford goes down, the Rams will still be okay. I think Garoppolo will be good enough in McVay's system to get the ball where he needs to put it. And the defense is, their defense was getting scary towards the end of last year. The new linebacker has been turning heads in the preseason, their rookie linebacker. So I think their defense gets better this year.
Not much depth on cornerback, but
No. Well, yeah. If Matthew Stafford can't play because his back goes out more than he does, then it'll be interesting. But
cornerback, not quarterback.
Oh, cornerback. Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. We don't have a lot of depth at cornerback. That is true. Do you think Sam Darnold will hold up for a season with that offensive line at the Seahawks?
Yeah. So they improved their offensive line. They're going to run the ball more often. If we have a top 5 defense this year, the sky's the limit.
If we have a top 5 defense, that is a huge if.
Hey, Mike McDonald is a defensive mastermind.
Yeah.
He is
Okay.
the
Yeah.
Sean McVay of defense.
Who's even on your defense?
Leonard Williams,
Who?
Ernest Jones,
Oh, former
Devin
Rams.
Witherspoon, first
Huh?
round pick Nick Emenwari,
Who?
Okay.
first
Yeah.
round pick Byron Murphy.
Wait, you have a Byron Murphy on the Seahawks as well?
Is it the same Byron Murphy?
No, we have a
No,
Byron.
no,
Or is
yeah.
that a different?
He was the number 16 pick last
No,
year.
we have a Byron
Okay.
Jones. I think it's Byron Jones. No, who was? We have a Byron Young. We have a Byron Young. Yeah, we have a Byron Young on the Rams.
Just watch out. You sleep on the Seahawks at your own peril.
Always do. It is a tough division to predict, but it's another if. But if health holds out, I do think the Rams still have it. Just.
So, ignoring our bias, you're saying the Rams are winning, Sam, and you say the Seahawks are winning, Kane.
Yeah, completely non-biased here.
If you had to pick a different division winner that wasn't your own team, who would it be?
Cardinals.
Okay, you know you're just taking the piece.
I really don't want to say the
You're
Seahawks.
just-
I really don't want to say the Seahawks, but it might be the Seahawks, and that makes me really angry.
You
I
can
just
ask
don't
me
know,
the same
man. Like,
question when
'cause
I show my bias.
if Stafford's
They-
back goes out, like, who's throwing the ball?
Jimmy G, I told you.
Yeah, I don't think Jimmy G's got it though.
Nah, in Jimmy G we trust. If Shanahan could get to the Super Bowl with Jimmy G, Shanahan comes to then McVay can absolutely do it.
That was like so long ago.
Yeah, he's fine.
How old is Jimmy G?
I don't know.
33,
He's fine. He's still in his prime.
turning 34.
Cardinals 4th. Seahawks 3rd.
No
Niners 2nd.
way.
Rams 1st.
I like that order. It's a nice order. All right, moving on to the NFC
Just
North.
keep in mind, Kane, I don't know shit.
Yeah, moving on to the NFC North.
That's it's a nice self-admission there, Michael. The NFC North, the most competitive division in football last year. The Lions, the Vikings, the Packers, and Bears. Oh my! How do you see it?
I got Minnesota this year.
Minnesota.
Lions. Lions for me.
I want to see the Packers win it. I don't think they do because I think the Lions are just too strong. Although, you know, I think Frank Ragnow retiring is going to make way more of a difference than people might expect.
I think the biggest thing for the Lions is they lost Ben Johnson.
Yeah,
They lost both their coordinators actually.
they did lose. That's a huge turnover actually at both their
So
coordinators.
whether
in the
they
same
can
year.
rebound after that's the big question.
If Aiden Hutchinson and the defense can stay healthy, then they're still a huge threat.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting you say the Vikings, Kane. You
Yeah.
think JJ McCarthy will be fine?
That's the thing riding on. If JJ hits, they still got Flores as the defensive coordinator. Kevin O'Connell's a great play caller on offense. Their offensive line is absolutely crazy. Got JJ, got a good running game, got a good defense. They're going to go far this year.
They don't have Jordan Addison for the first 3 weeks.
I mean, good offensive coordinators can scheme around not having their number 2 wide receiver.
Yeah, it's still just a huge unknown with that essentially rookie quarterback.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
JJ looked alright.
Oh yeah, did you watch him in preseason?
Yeah, he only had like 10 throws, but they were okay.
How many preseason games have you watched, Kane? Have you seen all of them?
I watched 2/3, in which case I only watched the first half of 2/3.
Well, I mean, that's all you need to. You don't need to watch the second half.
Yeah.
No, not at this point. I'm actually kind of surprised that a lot of teams ran out their first team offense for as long as they did in game one, because usually game one is like 1 or 2 drives and then they get pulled. But some teams had their first team offense in for like the entire half.
Yeah, like a lot of Cam Ward was playing well into the second too.
He's a rookie.
I was surprised to see Joe Burrow at all.
Yeah, right? Like,
let alone 2 or 3 drives.
Yeah, week 1 is normally not the time for that. Normally you see week 2. Wow, then the old preseason, week 3 is when the starters get a half. So yeah, a bit of a surprising development. I guess every team's approaching it differently.
Well, I guess it's week 1 and week 2 is now the new week 3 because there's no week 4.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Anyway, digress slightly. I still think the Lions have it. I think Dan Campbell's too good. I think that offense is too good. And if the defense stays healthy, then yeah, the Lions have it for me. Lions,
Same.
Packers, Vikings, Bears.
I have the same order.
Kane, you still computing?
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna still go with the Vikings.
Fair enough. All right, NFC East. The reigning Super Bowl champion Eagles from the NFC East.
I had Queen lined up for this, but I missed it.
You what?
I had Queen lined up, the champions. And they X'd out of it.
If you want to find that cue, it's fine. You can find that cue. We'll wait for it.
You get the gist.
Good one.
Humble.
Sorry, just on that note, actually, I'm going to digress real quickly because I remember when in 2018, when Kareem Hunt took me to the promised land and DeAndre Hopkins took me to the promised land, I was at work on that last Monday, and there was a party going on at my house when I wasn't there, and I came home from work walking in with my speaker in my hand, playing "We Are the Champions."
Oh, nice.
It was beautiful.
Gangster.
Do you remember that, Cade?
Yes, I was in Australia.
No, you were in New Zealand. You were in my backyard.
No, I was in Australia. And
What?
you all bloody FaceTime me saying, ha ha.
Oh, was that when you were in Melbourne?
No, it was it was Christmas time and I was at my family's house.
Ah, I see. I'm not sorry.
It's okay, Sam. I got 4 more, so you can have that one.
Look, it's my only one, you know? It's my only one, and it was still, I'll never forget that catch in my life.
Do you know, if you win this year, you'll have the same amount of championships as Nutsford.
Wonderful.
And if
Good
Nutsford
maths.
wins this year, he'll have the same amount of championships as Sharma.
And then
I
And if Sharma
Yeah.
wins it this year, he'll have the same amount of championships as me.
wow, look at that.
we can edit that out, right, Sam?
Yeah, we can definitely edit that out in post. Yeah,
You didn't
that's
have
fine.
to prompt me on to the next one, but I would say it anyway.
You did give him the opportunity, to be fair. All right, well, let's go back to the NFC East. Washington could be really exciting because the Washington, it all depends on whether Jaden Daniels has a sophomore slump and whether Terry McLaurin comes back to play.
Yeah, you'd kind of think he is playing. I don't see them beating the Eagles, though.
No, I don't. Not much has
Neither.
changed. Like, you haven't lost. The Eagles haven't really lost anything this offseason, have they?
This off season, well, they've lost a couple people.
One of their guards
Um,
just got injured, I think.
Yeah, Landon Dickerson.
Yeah, they lost Mackay Becton to the Chargers.
That's right.
Good news on Landon Dickerson. He's only week to week, a meniscus tear surgery.
Yep.
So he might be back for week 1, but it's not the end of the world, which is good.
I did read that he might be back for week 1.
Could have been bad.
Yeah, meniscus could be bad, but yeah. Otherwise, I am inclined to agree that I think the champs return and run it back and win the division again.
I would agree too.
I agree.
And that's not because you're biased.
But just for the sake of me having to pick who could win if it's not the Eagles, I think...
Don't say the Giants, because that's hilarious.
No. It's actually, for me, it would be I give the Cowboys a bit more credit than I do
No.
Washington.
Whoa!
No, I do. Do you want to know why?
I do want to know why.
Let me tell you. So Washington was 12-5 last year. Here were the 12 starting QBs that they played against to get 12 wins. Daniel Jones, Andy Dalton, Caleb Williams, Daniel Jones again, Cooper Rush, Will Levis, Jake Hayner, Spencer Rattler, Kenny Pickett, Trey Lance, Deshaun Watson, and then there was Joe Burrow.
Is that the teams they bet? Wow.
That's gross.
No, here are the 12. Here are
Started-
12 of the starting QBs they got to play against.
Oh, hang on. Jake Hayner and Spencer Rattler were both the Saints, so they didn't. They only played the Saints once,
Must have been half and half.
maybe. Either way, that is a gross list.
And so here is the list of starting QBs that they're playing this season. Okay. Jordan Love, Geno Smith, Michael Penix, Justin Herbert, Caleb Williams, Dak Prescott ×2, Patrick Mahomes, Sam Darnold, Jared Goff, Tua, Bo Nix, JJ McCarthy, Jalen Hurts twice, and then Russell Wilson / Jackson Dart. So,
I mean,
Don't forget
I
Jameis.
just think
He's in the mix.
who?
Jameis Winston.
Oh, he is in the mix for sure. But either way, the disparity between those two lists is staggering to me.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for the left-hander, who are we, the Commanders, to get back to the playoffs this year.
And the president is holding their new stadium against them.
That's right. Change it back to the Washington football team.
And if you just look at the track record of their new owner, I mean, he's definitely an upgrade over Dan Snyder, but
Oh yeah, you are very familiar with the Commanders' new owner, are you not, Michael?
he's trash. Can't even do a handshake properly.
No shade at all.
Who's the owner of the Rams?
Stan Kroenke.
Yeah, the Walmart guy, right?
Yep, think so. Yeah, Stan Kroenke, who also owns Arsenal
The Nuggets?
and the Nuggets.
Yeah, he does
Denver
own
Nuggets?
Arsenal.
Yes. And an MLS team as well, but I forget which one.
Same.
But yeah, Stan Kroenke is the owner of the Rams.
Cranky.
Yeah, Kroenke.
So yeah, my point there was I'm going to go Giants last, Commanders third, Cowboys second, Eagles first.
Fair enough.
Okay.
You make a very convincing argument about Washington and the defenses they have to face this year. Well, the offenses they have to face this year, and the quarterbacks in particular. So yeah, I like that. That's convincing. All right, last but not least, the NFC South. We'll round it out here. Again, very mediocre, but the Bucks. I feel like the Bucks' record wasn't as good as we all thought that they played, or at least that they played on offense. Like if you look for at their fantasy, output as a team, Baker Mayfield was QB6 on the season or something, QB5. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin on a per game basis. He didn't play the whole season, but on a per game basis, Chris Godwin was elite last year. Bucky Irving was a rookie sensation. And yet they only just won the division in the last week of the season. Like they seem to do this every year where they are a good team, but they just can't get the wins.
I'm going to go with the Panthers.
All right,
I think it's between the Buccaneers and the Falcons, surely.
I'm higher on the Panthers than I am on the Falcons. Michael Penix, we haven't seen shit from Michael Penix. Like we've seen 3 games. Like
Yeah, to be fair, I have not done my research on the NFC South.
The offensive coordinator for the Falcons is a McVay hire. It's
part of the McVay tree.
Staff A from the Rams last year.
Isn't it? No, was Zach Robinson still the head coach in Atlanta, right?
No, Morris.
Raheem Morris. Where's Zach Robinson? Oh, Zach Robinson's fucking Bengals. What am I talking about? Raheem Morris was also... He was the Rams' defensive coordinator.
Yes.
Last year?
The year before. No, it was his first year with the Falcons last year.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I think because the Panthers are in their second year of I think if we're talking about like last to first, I think the Panthers might have it this year in the South.
Yeah, you're right. As far as the Panthers went last year. Surely the Saints were.
Yeah, Saints, but they were still.
Saints aren't winning shit this year. Saints aren't winning anything for a long
time. They
time.
are tanking for whatever quarterback is first next year.
they've been tanking they've been failing at tanking ever since Sean Payton left, and ever since Drew Brees retired and Sean Payton left.
They are also quite a joke of a franchise.
Now they are, yeah.
They have a Super Bowl winning coach though.
True. He's from Seattle, by the way. I mean Washington, but
is he?
Yeah.
Washington DC.
Washington State.
But yeah, I think the Bucks. I like Baker Mayfield. I'm so happy for Baker Mayfield that he is succeeding and got a contract and is just playing really well in Tampa for the last couple of years. I like Bucky. I like Baker. I like Bucky. I like Tampa. I think Tampa will win it, but I think it will be close between them and the Panthers.
I'm going to go Panthers, Tampa.
I'm going to go Buccaneers, G.
Yep. A Bryce Young redemption story would also be nice.
Imagine if he's better than Stroud this year. That would be a crazy storyline.
That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. It means potential, brand new first round wide receiver. Adam Thielen's still there. I don't know who else.
Adam Thielen.
Yeah, old man Adam Thielen.
Oh.
MVP Chuba.
MVP Chuba. Yeah, true. I mean, they do still have a good running game. Chuba's still there, so the Panthers can definitely make some noise. But I think the Bucks have it. All right.
Nice.
Well, that
Any
was-
other predictions?
I mean that's a divisional breakdown, but I don't know. You want to throw who? Okay, Michael. Who do you think is going to be RB1 on the year? Let's talk fantasy for a second.
RB1.
Yeah, who's your prediction for? Who's your prediction for the top? You know, quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and tight end.
Oh shit! On this, I've done no research.
That's fine.
Vibes.
Just go on vibes.
Let's just go. Let's just fucking throw it out there and random. I won't be biased for this one. Let's go Jahmyr Gibbs for running back, Chase Brown for receiver,
You mean
and
Jamar?
tight end. Jamar,
Yeah,
yeah, Jamar
Chase Brown for receiver would be great.
Did I
for
say
me.
Chase Brown?
You just say Chase Brown. You meant Jamar Chase.
Damn. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That one.
And tight end.
And we'll go. Let's go McBride.
Yeah. You want it to be McBride.
Let's go. He's gonna score more than 3 touchdowns this year.
Wow. I mean, yeah, surely, right? That was ridiculous. It was fun. It got comical last year when he just couldn't score a touchdown to save his life.
But he was getting so many catches and so many 100-yard games. It was great.
I know, that's because he is the best receiver on that team. I mean, I hope Harrison steps up this year in Arizona, but I do think Trey McBride is still ridiculous.
Yep.
Nice.
Release the keeper values. Release the files.
Yeah, a week from now, we will release the keeper values. You'll all get to see how much your players cost, and you'll have, like I said, minimum 5 days to decide on who you're going to hold on to. So yeah, once we confirm a draft date, hopefully with this, this decision that we're making now, we'll confirm that draft date hopefully in the next, 2 or 3 days. Once everyone gets back to us, once we do that, we can officially set the keeper release date, and then the keeper confirmation date will be 24 hours before the draft, as it always is.
Do you think it's more likely going to be a Sunday for the draft days?
I mean, it seems likely the way that, people's lives play out, that Sunday is going to be the go, which will be the 24th of August, which will be right after the preseason week 3 games take place. Based on, I guess, human trends and the fact that most people work normal jobs, Sunday will probably work out.
That's only 12 days away. Oh,
That
Fingers
is
crossed.
only 12 days away. Less than 2 weeks. We're not far now, boys. We are... hang on, so 19? We are 24 days away from football.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
wild. I can't believe we're here already. I think that'll do it. I think that's us for another episode. Michael,
I also have the Mets. The Mets won't make the playoffs, and Oscar Piastri will win the Drivers' Championship.
Oh, look at that. We'll throw some other sports in there. I like that. I watched the Formula One, the Hungary Grand Prix when I was in Australia. I was fortunate enough to be hanging out with a friend who's very into it. So I went to Block Party, went to the Block Party concert, and then
Nice.
got home.
In Wellington?
No, in Melbourne.
Oh, fuck.
Block Party
Nice.
played Christchurch last night, and they play Auckland tonight.
Damn, missed out.
Hey, you could still make it. You could leave now, and you could still
No.
make it.
Nah.
I'm 34 now, Sam.
Well, we tried. But yeah, watched the Block. Well, went to the Block Party concert in Melbourne, and then went back to my friend's house, and we watched the Hungarian Grand Prix, and it was great. And who was it? Piastri, and who's his McLaren teammate?
Lando.
Lando Norris. Yeah, it was Piastri 1, Norris 2. Or was it the other way around? No, it was Norris 1, Piastri 2, because my friend is a Piastri fan, and he didn't win. So,
Australians.
but apparently
We're
Piastri,
Liam Lawson fans here.
I am a Liam Lawson fan, obviously, as a Kiwi. But apparently Piastri gets really stroppy when he doesn't win. And my friend was saying that he didn't get so stroppy this time around, which was very curious.
Well, he doesn't. He's only got one emotion, so it's hard to tell.
I'm pretty sure that was how it... Yeah, it was won by Lando Norris, and also Oscar Piastri came second. So there you go. Nice little extra sports thrown in there, Michael.
What else have I got?
What Warriors fall outside the top 4?
Oh yeah, they already have.
Yeah,
they will.
they keep getting...
They're-
They keep losing players.
Now it's will they stay in the 8?
Yeah, I mean, last week was
Getting
brutal.
tired.
Last week was brutal with that that cannonball tackle that bloody broke Laban's leg.
Yep.
Yep, very unfortunate for the Warriors. They've had a horror last few weeks as far as injuries go, which is a shame because they looked really good.
I also have the
Someone nearly died
Crusaders
in the
going
Lions
again
game.
next year.
What was that, Kane?
You see someone almost died in the Lions game as well?
Oh yeah, they had to get taken away in an ambulance, and they stopped the game.
They like complete fourth quarter just gone.
Yeah, the player has the player is okay. He's in hospital and he's got movement and he's fine and he's tweeted and he's not back at practice, but he's been released from hospital. So
Thoughts and prayers.
thoughts and prayers.
Was he a second string guy or
Yeah, he was
like
a
a
third
rookie?
stringer.
Or
Oh yeah, he was a backup. I don't know exactly, but he's not a starter.
yeah, still though.
Oh yeah, still scary. Yeah, still scary stuff. I feel like that's happened more and more in the last few years, which is a little bit scary. But such is what happens when you play an extreme sport. I've just realized, Michael, we can see you, but I've just looked at the stream feed and we can see you, but it's from like the shoulders up. So we still see your beautiful face though. But I could have positioned that maybe a little bit better. But nevertheless,
Full stream.
this is now a 90-minute stream. So I'm going to call it there, boys. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, everyone who has listened and or watched. If you've made it this far, go outside. Go drink some water.
Shout out to Leanne Weber.
Yeah, shout out to
She's a
Leanne.
saint.
Shout out to Ayla as well, and Mima for looking after Ayla and letting Kane have his time off from his fatherly duties. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you guys for having me.
Potentially.
Yeah, absolutely, Michael.
It's
Pleasure to
only
have you on
uphill
board.
from here.
Yeah, it's not far to go now. 12 days till maybe 12 days till draft day. 24 days till the start of the season. Get your research in. We'll get your keepers out next week. Until then, we will see you next time here at the East Auckland Fantasy Pod.
When's the next pod dropping?
I don't know. We haven't even done that yet. We'll see you the next time.
Tomorrow.
All right. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Bye.